Oh my, oh my, oh my, pumpkin pie. That is right, golly gee. What a game we saw tonight by the St. Louis Blues. Yeah, that's right. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is the BlueNote Fan Report. I am fired up, I am happy, and I am ready to say it's time for the Winter Classic. What a great win tonight. 3 stars. Here we go.
And playing it a forward for the Blues, number 18, Robert Thomas. Tonight's second star with 1 goal and 2 assists in the game. And a forward for the Blues, number 25, Jordan And tonight's first star with 1 goal and 2 assists in the game. Tarasenko.
Vladdy.
At Enterprise Center. I know this fan, you've enjoyed a nice holiday. We're getting ready for the Winter Classic, but in the meantime, we are pleased to be joined by the first star of tonight's game. He's over to my right, Vladdy Tarasenko. What a crowd tonight, Vladdy.
Yeah, guys, thank you for support. It's been a while since we play at home. You guys are amazing. You know, it's always nice to play here in Enterprise Center. So, you know, support us to the Winter Classic, and thank you for coming.
Got to take all that in there, Vladdy. It's nice to be home for sure, and I'm sure you had a great holiday break. But as you guys showed how anxious you were to get back on the ice, looked like you guys had so much energy here tonight.
Yeah, we trained for 3 days, so it's nice to play the game, you know. But like I said before, it's been a long break, and you guys support us always. Very good. It's incredible to play here again. Thank you again.
Well, certainly incredible to watch you guys play. One last note. I mean, you're the first star, Jordan Cairo the second, Robert Thomas the first. Boy, oh boy, just we're clicking right from the beginning of this game. What was the key to that, Vladdy?
I mean, you know, when guys come out from injuries or something else, it's always exciting to see them in the lineup. It's nice to have them back, and I think we miss hockey a lot, so we just, you know, try to play hard, find each other, same as, you know, we play with Robert before, and same as we play with Russians, just play and have fun, you know.
Vladdy, stay warm for the Winter Classic. I know you know how to dress warm, okay, pal?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Vladdy
Tarasenko, everybody.
Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues!
Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues!
Oh my goodness, what a game. I mean, that was a clinic tonight. That was an absolute clinic from puck drop to final whistle. They just put it all together. And I would have changed the 3 stars a little bit. I would have given the 3rd star to Bennington. Okay. You know that article I wrote of the Christmas wish?
Yeah.
A few people got their Christmas wishes.
Yes, they did.
Somebody wanted his swagger back. I think he got it.
I do too.
How many times have I said my issue with Bennington is he doesn't make the saves that he needs to make? Right? The ones that the great goalies, he made them tonight. He made them tonight. He was there. He made, I mean, that was a wide open net. It should have been 4-3.
It really should have.
And he was
but
there.
I think Parayko had a stick there too, though.
Parayko helped, but you know, but that's it. That's that trust. That's the getting over there. That's the working together that I've been talking about for so long. For so long. And the things that I thought were missing that I saw tonight. That I absolutely saw tonight and made me feel like this is what we need. This is the type of play that we need. This is the je ne sais quoi. That we've been missing. And it was here. It was here. It's always a good day when Parayko's moving his horse like that. No, he was moving him tonight. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll tell you what. I can only fault one player tonight, and it's for one play. That's it. Early in the second, Falk on when they were pulling him, he went for a hit and he missed, and it gave an open net to Bennington. And I said that before, that's the part of the Berube system that I absolutely hate. Right? Don't do for that hit. There's other ways to stop the puck because you missed that hit. You're setting your goalie up for failure.
Exactly.
And I only saw it once though.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And other than that, there was nothing else there. It was all solid play tonight.
I agree 100%.
You can tell how valuable Darnell Nurse is for Edmonton. They really miss him. Yeah, that's true. But I think he gets win 200 overall and 125 with the Blues. Right? That was his 125th win with the Blues. But yeah, it's I just saw this game tonight and was really impressed from the beginning to the end. There's nothing I can look at this game and go, well, they need to work on this, they need to work on that, or even giving up the 2 goals wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't.
That was in the top 3 for Tarasenko, best game in his career. I won't go that far. I will not go that far, but I will say for this season, it's his best. It's one of his best games this season, right? And I missed Robert Morton's. Well, I hope Benner is back, but just like everyone wants to say, it's one game, and when he has a bad one, let's not get too high yet. I know I'm a negative Nancy. Well,
I agree with you, Robert. I agree with you.
Yeah, and I've been down that road a couple of times, right? I've been down that road, and Ashley here, Slapshot. That's why she's called Slapshot. Because every time I go off on Bennington, she puts one puck right between the two, right between my teeth.
Well, yes, absolutely, but it's, I like he said, if it's one bad game, and if it's one good game, it goes both ways, and I can see the good and the bad in him. I just think that you're particularly over hard on him.
Well, okay, and that might be true. Charlie is not the number one. Charlie was never the number one. Lindgren got lucky. Lindgren caught lightning in a bottle. And a real fan, see, this is why I go off in the group so much. Because a true fan, someone who understands the game, knows that that's what it is. Right? They know what it is. You can see the difference between a perfect you can see the difference between a goalie that's got it and a goalie that catches lightning in a bottle. Now, I will say that I thought Bennington had it, but I've been concerned that maybe he caught lightning in the bottle a lot longer than most do. But when it comes down to it, I got to show this one. Tarasenko's defense has been this good for a while. Right? And I'll tell you, I'm sorry, I'm writing the article. Tarasenko's gunning for a Selke. Mm-hmm. And he deserves it. I'll tell you what, they did this thing on the NHL Network about, the guys that they thought, and Tarasenko didn't even come in the conversation. I'm sorry, Tarasenko should be in that conversation.
I think
He's
so,
a point per player game, right? He's a point per player game. Now, usually it's a center that gets that because of the faceoffs. While he's not a center, the stuff that he's doing in the background, the style of play he's doing with the stick work, the coming back with the back check, he's doing all the things that one Blues analyst told me he didn't do. Mm-hmm. You know what, Bob? I'm going to disagree with you this time. I say he's in the top 3.
I
keeps
think
playing,
he should be in the top 3, but I think that Bob is correct that they're not going to look at him because he is not a center.
I
Does he
think
deserve a Selkie? Yes, but will he be
I
in?
think that's going to change. I think it's going to change. The way he's playing now, I really do. I think it's going to change. Who was the unseen dark horse of the game tonight? Oh, you know
I would
what?
say the 3 players that returned. They
They
all had points.
I think Torpachenko was. Yes,
Brown,
I know they're
Brown
two different
also
things.
had a good game, though.
Who?
Brown.
Brown did, yeah. Brown had a really good game. Bennington said that the third period that he was ready for the winner. That the third period, yeah, he did. He's this. Look, Bennington
That's
played
what
well
I
tonight.
said,
He was
Bob.
sharp. He was very sharp. Tarasenko was very sharp tonight in every aspect of the game. Right? Defense, passing, shooting, offense, communication. You name an area, and he was great.
I mean, even that 4th goal, he didn't get an assist on it, but he
But he
made
should've.
that play. He
Oh, yeah,
made
he
that
did.
play.
It was Krug to Tarasenko, back to Krug, which opened up the pass to O'Reilly.
No, it was Perron that he passed to. Perron took the shot,
yeah,
and then
Perron.
Saad got the
Yeah, so
rebound.
Perron to Tarasenko, back to Perron to
Krug.
O'Reilly to Saad. Girls, the season is not over. Start, well, okay, I get it. I really get what you're saying, John. But I'm telling you, the conversation has to start somewhere, right? And for me, that's what happens. That's where I think the conversation needs to start. Because if you're not looking at him, maybe you should be looking at him,
Yep.
right? The way he talked about the fans tonight, he said it twice. I see him being there. If this was non-COVID related,
He'll be there.
he's got a cold.
He's probably got a cold or a stomach flu, and he'll be over
Yeah,
it. And
he'll be fine. Put an IV in him, give him some fluids, let him get some sleep, throw his ass on the plane tomorrow, make sure he gets some sleep in the hotel room, and he'll be there. Absolutely. No, I am 1837 on ice, 23 attempts. Oh, this is the last 4 games. 5 goals, 9 points. And it's not ending yet. I think that it's going to take a while for them to shut him down.
I agree.
Especially when he's doing it with different players. Right?
Minnesota better watch out because he will get them.
Ryan Green says, did anyone get frustrated at Perron every time he would enter the zone, in the offensive zone, and lose the puck and turnover? Not so much, because that's not Perron's game, right?
No.
And
I
I'm
thought
okay
that
with
he had
that.
a strong game tonight, considering.
Yeah, I thought he did too. And I'm just looking at this game going, yeah, you did say
Yes,
4-2, John.
Yes, John.
Right?
Good job, buddy. Give him a.
But the thing is, 90, that is the most popular game score. Like when we did the pick'em contest. Yeah, 4-2 was, I would find, I'd get about 7 or 8 4-2s every night.
Yeah.
Right? Either or. Perron looks slow. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
he just
he's
came
not
off
a
an
fast.
injury.
He's not a fast player to begin with.
Yeah,
he's
he's
an
not.
average speed player.
Yeah.
And I felt like his, ability to control the puck was pretty well when he was in deep. He had a couple of good one-timers. I mean, he played a decent game.
Yeah. No, this game was set up on that first goal. Right? That Kyrou to Thomas, to Tarasenko to Thomas, that set this game up.
Absolutely.
Right? And that opened this game up. I'll tell you what, the only, I can really, normally on wins, I get pissed off, right?
Yes.
I find all this stuff bad about them. The only negative I can come up with is
Falk.
2.5 minutes of goalie pulled and you couldn't get an empty netter.
I don't think they were going for it. They had opportunities, and I don't think they needed it. They were happy with the 4-2 win.
And I think that might be it. But the thing with that empty netter is it takes the wind out of the sails and it just ends the game.
I'm pretty sure the wind out of the sails was already there.
Yeah, 20 people watching. Man, guys, keep this up. I don't know what we're doing different the last couple of games. the last couple of games. But hey, you know what? For everybody watching, don't forget we do a nightly show every night, but Sunday, unless there's a game, at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Now, sometimes that shifts, but show up then too. This show is all about you guys. I need you guys to show up to make us a show. Tomorrow's my birthday show. I'd like to hit 100 people tomorrow. I'd love to see 100. I'd love to have me and Ashley pulling our hair out from all the comments.
That would be
right?
very nice.
And Ashley, I thought of something.
Yeah.
You said you wanted to get a few of the ladies on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, maybe in January on one of the off nights,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have a ladies' night, and I'll come on, but I'll put myself down in this. I'll be the producer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep out of the show. I'll let you run the show, and I'll just run the comments in that.
Sounds like fun. Maybe Kim Cat will join us.
Yep. Oh, I'm sure Kim Cat would love to join you, and maybe you can try and get a hold of the Russian Cat. Maybe she might do it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Or some of the other ones that we've had on, or maybe other people out there, But yeah, we'll look at another ladies' night. I think
it'll be a lot of
ladies' night without me would be good, especially now that I think you're probably a lot more comfortable running a show.
Yeah, I think that I can handle it.
Yeah, well, now you've learned. I mean, it takes that one time doing the show completely by yourself, that and with nobody watching to really understand. Hold on a second, guys.
Work together, and it's like I said it on the ice. It's nice to get a win. When we
I love his helmet hair
for a while here.
You had two new line mates tonight, but that group even put together pretty quickly, but very effective tonight.
Yeah, we played together before. It's kind of, try to play similar style, like we played before. Work hard and create the chances for each other. Don't be unselfish and just enjoy the game. This is, I think, the most important part. What sometimes it's hard to control. Get angry during the games, but just try to have fun there while working hard.
I get angry during the game. I love it.
You guys find out that Buchnevich wasn't going to play, and how are you guys able to adjust when you get key guys that come out of the lineup?
I think we missed a lot of guys this year, so I think it's coming from coaching stuff from the team that at this point everything can happen, and you need to be ready for whatever happening. And if we miss the guys, it's always sad when the guys don't play. But like if you miss the key players, you just need to work harder, work more together, work collectively, and I think teamwork give us success this year.
Vladdy, playing a high scoring team like Edmonton, is that always a good kind of measuring stick for you guys?
Can you please say it louder a little bit?
Oh, I'm sorry. Playing a high scoring team like Edmonton, is that always a good measuring stick for you guys?
I mean, there's a lot of skill players in this league, a lot of skill teams, and if you play with them, back and forth game, just a rush game, it's not working this way.
I'm loving what he's saying. I'm loving every ounce of this conversation.
Game with all the
Keep it
told
going.
us how to play, and I think we did pretty well today.
Morris, we can.
Okay, that was absolutely stunning. Ashley, you got to take over for a couple of minutes. I need to do something real quick. So it's your show for a few.
All right. Yeah, Tanner, I find the mispronunciation a little annoying as well. But then again, if I think I'm gonna screw it up, I just call him Booch. Yes, Jeff, Tank does give coaching a thumbs up, which is really surprising, seeing that he was called out. But I don't think that Tarasenko's the type that is going to call anyone out in retaliation. But coaching has been better this season. Berube's been able to adapt. I'm not as hard on Berube as Guy is, but he has shown his ability to, make changes on the fly when necessary. I'm really impressed with Berube this season. Tanner, we all have our pet peeves, and I understand because there are some mispronunciations, like people calling Lindgren, other things irritates me because Lindgren's my stepdad's last name. Thanks, John. But I don't think Guy will appreciate that. He's He's definitely, somebody I look up to. Guy is great. Um, Anna, I don't know. I mean, he did play favorites with Sanford, in my opinion. I don't see that this season. I don't see anyone in particularly that he's favoring. So I don't really agree with you on that, unfortunately. Um, I mean, I'm just really impressed overall with the play today. I didn't even see the thing that guy was complaining about with Falk. I thought it was an overall great game. Uh, yeah, Lindgren. But does anyone have any questions? It gets a little harder without somebody to talk to and bounce off of. So I'm still learning on when to come up with topics. But I was actually in disagreement with Guy on his thoughts of the 3 stars. I think that Thomas deserved to be that 3rd star. Actually, yes. Bob, if I had Guy's sound system, I would totally give you an applause. Um, I agree, Ryan. Thank you, Anna. I'll keep that in mind. Yes, it was great from coming off of the pause. Thank you, Tanner. Bennington, I guess I'm traditionally more of a fan of his than a lot of other people. He played a really good game tonight. I would probably rate him an 8 out of 10. He's not that consistent, though, this season, I've noticed, and I will call him out when he's having a bad game. Tonight, he did have help with the defense. Obviously, Pareko had a big, help with blocking that shot when they had the open net. Um, Honestly, my biggest takeaway was the fact that they came out with these 3 pieces that have been missing for weeks and still played well. They still had the energy that they had with the Thunder Blues. I felt like they played as a cohesive unit, which was really good to see. And they didn't have that lag from having that long break. So I was really excited to see them mesh. He did make some amazing saves. Like I said, I give him an 8 out of 10. If you're asking Guy, he'd probably tell you a 7.5, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Yay!
Yeah, my GERD kind of took over there for a little
I
bit.
understand, man. I get it.
Yeah, and I apologize, but when the GERD comes, it gotta
Yeah,
go.
no, I get it. I get it.
Okay, so what was the question that I missed?
Really, it was just our buddy John saying that, oh yay, Guy's gone, the show's gonna get good. They were asking me about what my takeaway from the game was.
Okay.
They asked me to rate Bennington. I gave him an 8 out of 10.
Oh. Yeah, I heard you say something about Guy at a 7.5.
I said that I think you'd give him a 7.5.
Yeah, I think an 8 is an 8. The reason I think an 8 is high is not that the 2 goals were his fault, but that there were 2 goals, right?
Yep. See, I called it. He'd be lower than my 8.
Yeah, it's just.
But I wouldn't give him the 3rd star that you wanted to give him over Thomas. I think that Thomas earned that star.
No, I felt in the 3rd he earned that star, but where I think a 7.5 and maybe an 8. I just there's.
You see,
Again,
I couldn't give him a higher score because of the 2 goals.
Yeah.
So for each goal, I took away a point. So I give him an 8. And yes, like I said, we were talking trash a little bit.
Yeah, we're always talking trash. That's what the show's all about. So,
Of course.
while I was, sometimes I think people take criticism on Benner as if they're saying he's a terrible goalie. We all want Benner to do well because that means the Blues are doing great. You know what? Absolutely. Absolutely. Guy. Oh, you got to show the next one down. Oh, you got to show the next one down.
Yes.
Yes. I'm looking forward to that game too. Right now, I plan on broadcasting it from home. However, well, when I say broadcasting, doing the show from home. However, I am going to look into a couple of places that may allow me to take my stuff down and do a show down there.
Oh,
I
that'd be
don't
cool.
know because it's a lot of gear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a lot of gear, and I don't know if I want to do that. You missed my Berube comment. We kept Connor off the board. Yeah, that was
Actually, no, he did have an assist.
Huh?
He did have an assist.
Oh, he had an assist. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was Ryan Green's?
Let me see if I can find it. I'm probably going to be quicker than you, Gimp.
Oh, I think it has to. Was that the $6 million in the 5 years?
It might
He
have
isn't sweating
been.
his job.
No, was it this one? He said something about John Hefner and you first.
No, I think it's about the money. I think that. What was your comment again, Ryan? Right? Broadcast from the snow caps of Mauna Kea. Yeah, no, that ain't happening. That is not happening at all. Where are we at, man? Oh, man, you guys are just keeping with me tonight. I appreciate it.
No, it was a comment on the screen. He said that John Hefner was hating on Guy.
Okay, yeah. I showed that. I was laughing. You got this, bud. Right? Well, you got to remember, in order to broadcast, you know, the power and the internet requirements that I have, right? You saw me at Don Brown.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I had three. I had 3 power strips. I mean, big size power strips.
Oh, yeah.
Right? To do this show, it takes 2 laptops. Sometimes I can get away with one. Like here in my home office, I can get away with one. Remotely, I need 2 laptops. I need 1 to 2 TVs, right, that I can connect to. I have one that I'm looking dead at, right? Then I have the one. No, we do not hate Don Brown now. We love Don Brown. We love Don Brown.
We love Don Brown.
Yeah, we love Don Brown. Then I have the a TV with the game on. See, a lot of this I can't do, and then I've got my lights. So I've got some, you know, it takes a lot to take this show remotely, right?
Yeah,
It
I mean,
really
even with me now, like, I have a lot of equipment, and I wouldn't like to move it remotely, and I have half of the stuff that Guy has.
Yeah. So as much as I like doing remote, and then the other thing is the internet requirement. It's just not good enough, right? And even using my phone has a side internet, and I've done that before. It's only so-so, right? I've had my phone kick out on me. I think when Tarasenko in a season gets up to speed, he can play on a line with anybody. He showed that tonight. Tarasenko has had a game that has never been completely rounded, right? He's always been either really good offensively or good defensive. He's never had that rounded game. And it's coming in now at his now that he's 30, right? And now that this other junk that came out, I really think I mean, to be honest, first of all, I thought it was junk to begin with.
Oh yeah,
but
I agree.
I think there's a silver lining to it, right? I think it focused him. Oh, I know we are, John. You know, I don't. You know, no one's going to take. I think everyone knows how close we are, and that, you know, your comments are all in love and
they're
jest
all in love and
that.
poke. Yeah, you're
right.
great.
Yeah. I think that Tarasenko, in and of himself, has gotten himself more focused than he's ever been.
Can
there
I
you
say
go.
something?
Golf King just said it. Golf King just said it.
Yes, but another thing that I'm seeing from Tarasenko this season that a lot of people haven't been talking about is his ability to make the players around him look good as well. Like, you get a Connor McDavid, and Connor McDavid's used to being the man. He doesn't make anyone better. But Tarasenko is making everyone he plays with better.
That has been my knock on McDavid from day one. You've heard me say it before. It feels like he doesn't make those around him better.
Yeah.
Drysdale's Drysdale. He's not better because of McDavid.
Exactly.
Okay? Tarasenko is absolutely making those around him much, much better. And that is what is so amazing. And that is the thing that I think, for me, that I saw a couple of years ago when everybody else was giving him grief. Right? And what I saw, and I'll tell you what, when I saw him at that practice, and that video that's up, and you can find it, look on my, you can find it on my Twitter, the HISTL Blues fan. You can find it there. Look at that video. You can tell Tarasenko is trying to elevate not only his game, but those around him.
Yeah, and you can see it, like, he even grabs that iPad and is showing his line mates what went wrong in a, previous play. I mean, he's just been phenomenal at trying to elevate everybody.
Leadership. When I was in college, I was taking a management course, and I did a PowerPoint, a demonstration on leadership, right? Leadership versus management. And right now, well, you know what? If we get to that point, yeah, I'll take the Conn Smythe. I'll take it. I don't care who gets the Conn Smythe.
I want to hear your idea or your thoughts on this quote that I have up from Chris.
Which one?
It's on the screen.
Yeah, but for me, on the screen is like this.
Oh, okay.
I have to see it. I have to see it on the side.
I want to see if you agree with this. Vlad said, coaching staff prep and Blues' unselfish play led to tonight's great win over the Oilers. Quoted from Bally Sports Twitter.
I absolutely agree with that. And what I was getting at, there's a difference between being a manager and a leader. Up until this season, Tarasenko was a manager. He managed the game. He managed the time he was on the ice. This season, he is a leader out there. He said it. Sometimes you get mad in game. Okay, that's fine. You push everybody around you to be better. Oh, we played before, but we know we're unselfish. We play for each other. That's him first. I didn't hear I need to be better tonight.
No.
I didn't hear that. I heard absolute, and I know Berube's on now, and I unfortunately I can't, I haven't played it, so, but I want to talk about this. I saw a absolute leader get on the ice tonight. I saw an absolute leader sit in front of with his helmet hair now that he's been bringing, and go, this is what we are doing, and this is how we're doing it, and this is why we're doing it. And yes, I get mad at them sometimes, but that's okay, because we're going to be unselfish on the ice and win games. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But that's what I saw tonight.
John Hefner says it makes the captain choice difficult looking back. I kind of agree with that.
I don't. And the reason I say that is at the time, first of all, Vladdy was injured.
Yeah.
Right? And that's huge. He wouldn't have been on the ice. He wouldn't have been in the locker room.
That is, but at the same time, there are teams that go without a captain and have the extra alternate.
Yeah, no,
until that decision can be made.
This team that we had then, right, needed, especially in the COVID era, needed a captain. They needed a captain. They needed an in the room captain. And look, I am the biggest Tarasenko fan there is. I love the guy. I defend him left, right, and center. But I do call him out from time to time.
Very rarely.
And in this case, no. At the time that decision was made, it was the absolute, completely right decision. I stand behind that. I will stand behind that decision 1,000,000,000%.
Let me compare something for you, okay?
Okay.
I have been very vocal that David Perron is my favorite Blue. He's my favorite current roster player.
Yes.
When he was in a scoring drought before his injury, I was sitting here saying, Perron needs to do something. Perron's
Yeah.
non-existent. I was calling him out more than you've ever called Tarasenko out.
Okay, that's fair, but I don't think Tarasenko this season's needed to be called out.
I think that there have been moments, but they weren't very big. Not this season, but even last season, you really didn't call him out.
I didn't call him out because I knew he was still injured. I could tell. You could tell he was still injured. You could tell something wasn't right.
Oh, no, I agree.
Right? And you know what? There is. Hold on. I think my buddy Jose had something up here.
Oh, sorry.
Is there any chance that Shen will be playing on Saturday? I'd say 80%.
I think you're giving it too high. I don't see Shen playing.
I'd say 80%.
I don't think that Shen should have come back when he did from the first injury, and I think he probably aggravated it again, and they're just not saying it.
Chris, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to disagree with you here, buddy. Tarasenko's not managing now. He's leading now. He is absolutely being a leader, right? A leader doesn't say follow me. A leader shows you how to follow him. A manager says follow me. Tarasenko's showing them how to follow him. He's showing them how to be Tarasenko. And I'm sorry, I just. What? I miss him.
I love Bob Morton. He says, you calling Tank out is like me calling Berube out.
Yeah, okay. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. You know, what do you want me to say? So don't make him captain for an injury. And you know what? It's just maybe not. But I'm telling you, O'Reilly's the right captain. O'Reilly at the time was the right captain for this team. I'm sorry. I even said it in my article. He was the de facto captain as it was. Right? When Pietrangelo left, I think that I'm sorry, when Pietrangelo left, O'Reilly was the captain, right? I mean, and I can understand Tarasenko, and I know so much has been made of this. People have fucking blown this out of proportion. About not being the captain or maybe wanting to be the captain. I want him to want to be the captain. Now he's showing us how he is the captain, or he can be the captain. Mm-hmm. That's what was missing. It's not missing anymore. I think the injection of youth has been a catalyst to push our regular core to play harder. Yes and no. The catalyst has been that they haven't had the luxury of sitting them when they've made mistakes. Okay? Last season, we had that same young guys coming up, but when they made a mistake, they would sit. They would go behind the bench, with the exception of Sanford. Well, now, with Sanford being gone, there's no teacher's pet. I'm sorry, even Scandella's not a teacher's pet. I mean, you guys might like to think he is, but he's not. And if you sit there and tell me the Blues are in first place, I'm going to get pissed off. Berube said that we will see how Buchnevich feels tomorrow. Also needs Buchnevich to get a couple negative tests and some skates before he's declared good to play. Saturday, wasn't sure on Shen either. Okay, good points, Chris. Thank you. See, that's why I love Chris, man.
He's so good at finding out those little details.
Yeah, you know, and he's got that. Like, for me, I could never sit there and type exactly what was said. That's why a lot of my articles, I don't get them out before these guys, because I need them to put the quotes out for me to add the quotes.
Yeah.
Right? And that's just an unfortunate part of my learning disability.
Yeah, I understand completely,
right?
Man.
You know, and so that's why I do it that way. But when it comes down to it, you know, we all see the game differently, right? Corrick sees the game different than I do.
I mean, even if you just look at their tweets, Jim Thomas, Corrick, all of them have a different perspective from each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And in my eyes right now, and I'm sorry, and it's a personal preference, but I love Jim Thomas. I'll take Jim Thomas everywhere.
I mean, I love Jim Thomas's articles.
Yeah.
I just wish he would ask better questions.
I do too. Okay, Tommy, are you ready to get blasted? I need you to say yes before I answer your comment. Right? I need you to be able to say, okay, you can blast me, guy, because I'm going to blast you if you will. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Hef, you got me. Frickin', what do you call it? Okay, it is not a battle for first place, and I'm going to show you why.
It is not. Points percentage, we're not there.
Exactly. Right?
We've played more games. We
played one more game, and then you have the Avalanche sitting down there with a much higher points percentage than us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm sorry, points percentage absolutely come into play here. Right? I think I think the more crap you give me about saying, well, that's not how the NHL does it, the more I can point to. Okay, there you go. That's points percentage. That takes into account games in hand. You look at points percentage, we are in third. The Avalanche are in first, followed by Minnesota. Now, I know what points say, but there is a good chance that this season every team will not play 82 games.
Yep.
I mean, we're already there, okay? Because points are not fact, point percentage. See, Chris gets it. No, Tommy, that's okay. But see, I get where you're, Tommy. I get where you're at. I really do. Let me rephrase this. I understand how great it is to see those standings that say you're in first place. But I remember in 17, 18, when we missed the playoffs, we had played some. Everyone was saying, "Oh, well, the Blues are here, the Blues are there," and we had the games in hand killed us. Those guys were winning those games in hand to the fact that we ended up missing the playoffs by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They are important. They are absolutely important, and I understand what the points say. But as much as that you got to win the games in hand, it still gives you an idea of where you're at. And when you have 3 games or 4 games in hand, and you're only 2 points behind, you're going to overtake them. Okay, the way they're playing. Colorado is what? 5 points back of us with 5 games in hand. That's 10 possible points. They only got to win two in an overtime loss in 5 games. I'm telling you, this team is going to do that. Absolutely. Minnesota is 1 point behind with 2 games in hand. The only thing that helped us is beating them at the Winter Classic. That will give us a little bit of an up. That will put us 3 points ahead with 2 games in hand. As long as they're in the margin, it matters. It absolutely matters.
Tanner, listen to Tanner. Please stop screaming. My ears are starting to hurt.
I'm not screaming.
A little bit.
Well, it's excitement. It's excitement. It's I agree with Jose. What did Jose say?
I had it up for a while, but you kept on your rant.
I think we'll play all 82 games, especially now that we have the time to make up games during the Olympic break. Reintroduction of the taxi squad and the change to the 5-day isolation instead of 10. It's possible. However, we don't know what this Omicron's going to do or how it's going to leap forward. And I'll turn my volume down a little bit. Maybe that's a little better. So when I get loud, it won't sound like I'm screaming. But and it's just, we don't know how many more games are going to get canceled or how late down they're going to get canceled. I can see us ending the season with 5 to 6 teams not having been able to play all of those games. Right? And that's something that concerns me. It really does. And until things are evened up, you just got to remember, you just got to look at points percentage and go, okay, what are they, do I think that they're going to win? They're going to lose those 5 games. No. Well, what do they got to win to tie us? 2.5. Can they do it? Absolutely they can.
Mm-hmm.
Are the chances better than, 80%? Yes, they are. Right? Now, however, they haven't had COVID hit them as bad. They've got COVID now and they have games canceled where we're playing games when we had COVID. So the league's helping them out. Didn't help us out, but we got to keep playing the games in front of us, and that's what's important.
Yeah. I mean, you really can't even look at what they're doing. You just got to play as a cohesive unit and get as many points as you can and not sweat what everyone else is doing.
Oh, absolutely. Ryan Green. That's just guy talking loudly, not screaming. Yep, you're right there, E.
Yes, but they don't have the headphones on.
Yeah, I know. They have volume control, though.
Yeah, I do, but then I won't hear you at all.
I don't know, Jose. Canada's still postponing games. Yeah, and with the World Juniors getting canceled or postponed, really, because they said today that they're looking at in a month they're going to reevaluate because they really want to play that tournament. That tournament is all for the pros, right? That's a draft tournament. That's where you really understand where guys are and how they can be drafted, right? So we'll kind of see there. Man, what a show!
Yeah.
What a show! What a fun! We averaged 20 people for the last 3 shows.
I'm really impressed, and we still have 17 people right now.
Yeah,
at the
I know.
45-minute mark.
47 minutes in, and we still got this, and we're getting. That's good. We're build that following. Yeah, I may not get it as much as you say, but I also know I back off. I pay attention to what's going on. Bob says that the NHL has always been a joke about its rules. That's why it will never be higher than the 3rd or 4th sports league. And that's not a bad comment. It's really not.
No, it's
Canada's
not.
a tad fragile. Yeah, I see that. Well, good night, Tanner. Have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Sometimes it's better not to know what's going on in the States. I am in the States, though. It's better not to know what's
in the
going on
continental U.S.
Yeah, the mainland. We call it the mainland.
Yeah. But honestly, I wouldn't be worried about the States as much as Canada. Canada seems to have it a little too strict.
Yeah, and that's it. Guy gets his dream points percentage dream. Yeah, I just, that article wasn't wrong. I mean, as bad as it got tore up, that article was not wrong.
I mean, it's very analytical, and some people can't take it. They can't. So you're going to get heat for being, honest, because it kind of ruins their perception. Like, they can't get excited when they see their team in the number 1 spot, in the standings.
Yeah, no, it's... I really, and you're right, Bettman has a lot to do with it. Guy's more like the neighbor across the street. The rest of the street doesn't know much about. Yep, there you go. Yep. I'm the one with the basement full of shotguns. And no, I'm joking. That was an absolute joke.
I mean, you can have shotguns.
Yeah, well, I after I got let go from a job, I made a statement like that, and yeah, it didn't go very well. So I want to make sure I cover that. Canada, I think, is being a bit too much COVID restrictions. The IHFS still go on. NHL is, why can't they? And it's because, you're dealing with 18-year-olds, 17 and 18-year-olds, compared to 25 to 30-year-olds. Shotties are great. I don't know what he's saying there.
Shotguns are great.
Oh, shotties are great. Okay. Better the hookers. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, try shipping things overseas. Yeah, John tried to ship something to Australia, and it cost 3 times more than what the price of the stuff he bought was.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Right. It was like $120 to ship something overseas. Now, when I ship something, I did ship a good size package to Australia, and I want to say that the cost was up there. Right? Yeah. Calling me out now. Oh my goodness.
Don't make yourself such an easy target, guy.
Yeah, I know. Oh hell, I do that anyways. I don't even have to try. Oh, Ashley, you have a good show?
Absolutely. This was a lot of fun.
No, it is. Are you ready for tomorrow?
I am.
Yep, 185 is what it was to ship to Australia. I was thinking, John, you might be able to send that to me, and then I can ship it to him, and I'm sure it'll be a lot less. And if you can put it in a if it fits it ships box, and send it to me, which is at the most, if the large one is $20, then we can go from there. So we'll do that. Well, we're looking at trying to get a women's night in late January or early February, because really the Blues don't have a lot of games to make up in February.
No, they don't.
We have 4. Right, and the only other thing I can see them doing is taking games that are back and moving them forward. Right. Actually, Jose, I might see you tomorrow. If there's a chance that I could, I don't know this yet, but I may want to go to that comedy show you got tomorrow. He's going to be doing more open mics here in Hawaii, and I'm going to try and go once a week.
Oh, that'll be so much fun for you.
Yeah, because I think I really, 450, I think, or no, 4. It's like at 4. I think it's 4. We're around 4. I haven't bought gas in a while because I haven't been going anywhere. But and then I buy gas on base, so I get a cheaper price anyway. So I don't know what the standard cost of gas is. Right? I didn't know what the standard cost of gas was till I was on the mainland with no bases around. So yeah. Andrew Vitale, my buddy's here, man. You guys are just loving it tonight. 280 in St. Louis and 385 where he is. I sent Slapshot part of your performance last night. Yeah, I sent it to her too.
Yeah, I have seen it. It was very much an improvement from what I expected. His timing was a little off, but I think that was because it was 3 minutes.
Well, yeah, I was rushed. I felt rushed. All right, but the last time I couldn't even get the 3 minutes. This time I was rushed, and I thought, Jose, I really thought I did a good job with the improv stuff that you guys did, that bringing some of that stuff up, and I wish I would have had a few other ones to do. So I had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do more of it. Right, I can't wait to do more of it. All right, and then my last joke got a good laugh.
It was a good last joke.
Huh?
It was a good last joke.
Yeah. Well, see, the before I went on stage, the last sign up was talk about having sex with a senior citizen. So and the guy's going on about it. So I'm thinking, shit, I'm the senior citizen. I'm 53. I might as well be considered a senior citizen. So that's why I used that. That was a good way to walk off, I thought. So
I enjoyed it. It was funny.
Right. There may be bases in CA in Arizona, but they weren't around the areas that I was. So that's the difference. Okay, guys, what a great night. Have fun. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time for the birthday show. It's going to be completely off the cuff. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know what we're going to do.
We're just going to let the birthday boy decide. You know what?
Wear my birthday suit, maybe?
Yeah, wear your birthday suit. As long as the camera stays at your face.
Guy is a cross breed of a pirate and an office temp with a bad attitude. That is the best one yet. That is the best one yet, Ryan. That is the best one yet. Okay, guys. Ashley, thank you so much for a wonderful evening, man. I really appreciate it. Great show tonight.
He will be 53 tomorrow.
Yep, 53. So this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Ashley Slapshot Jones, saying aloha, mahalo, and I can't wait to talk to you all on the next BlueNote Fan Report. You know why?
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. What?
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
She's wearing her Canadian tuxedo.
Oh.
Oh, the denim. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, guys. Aloha, mahalo, and I'll see you all on the next BlueNote Fan Report.